All right, so let's talk about this. Nobody's talking about this on the internet. So breaking Xbox lost over $300 million. Again, million, bazillion, whatever you want to call it. Smash that like button if you guys haven't already. In Call of Duty sales in 2024 by putting Black Ops 6 on Xbox Game Pass, Bloomberg records. So again, I kind of feel like this estimation could be correct. Again, $300 million is a lot for the game, but Xbox definitely had to pay a chunky deal of money for Black Ops to be on the day one. And that's why I feel like they had to increase these prices. Someone had to cut up these costs. Again, Call of Duty could be losing money because Xbox Game Pass, you can play these games. And again, this is the big issue. 82% of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 sales were on PlayStation platforms because of Call of Duty being on Xbox Game Pass and on PC. And again, most people, they will not pay for the game if they can get it for free. This is why the increase into $30, which is a lot of money nowadays. So $30 per month to play Xbox Call of Duty. Now, instead of like getting 8 months of Call of Duty on the Xbox Game Pass plus a ton of other games, what is happening is a lot of these games are going to be probably not on Xbox Game Pass anymore. So former FTC chair says Microsoft's acquisition of Activision is harming both gamers and developers. Khan tried to sue to stop Microsoft's deal of Activision but lost in court. Like, there's some stuff happening behind the scenes about these big multi-million-dollar deals. And you guys might think this is just another game. No, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Again, games are a form of everyday life. They're a form for a ton of money for content creators. And you'd be surprised how much these content creators even earn. But again, Activision's statement is very much on par. I feel like the same is going to happen. Most people will not buy a game at this point, but will be forced to buy the more expensive Xbox Game Pass. So 82% of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 sales were on the PS5. I feel like it's a pretty clear idea that this is gonna be happening for Black Ops 7 again. Now, this was a response that I saw. This feels misleading. Players didn't buy the game on Xbox because they had the Game Pass, so why would they buy it, which was $20 a month? Assuming those kept their Game Pass for at least months, that's $120. They'd pay for the game without the Game Pass. And, equally presumptive, we need the data too. The problem with this analysis is you're looking as only if Call of Duty is on Game Pass. There are tons of games, which means they lost their upfront sales because of the service, which adds up, which has to be covered by Xbox. So you get the idea here is that Xbox needs to cover for all of these games. Just like Epic Games, you have free games over there and you claim it. They're actively losing money on that. So multi-trillion Microsoft financials better than the army of accountants they have. Clearly, Xbox failed to realize it till now since they're increasing the price by 50% and have lost $300 million on Call of Duty alone. And again, this is an insane number and seems like the one that profited out here is, of course, Call of Duty. They got a lot of money from actually players, playing on the Xbox One. The biggest, player that lost actually is here Xbox. So I feel like that this is bound to change. I feel like a lot of people will start buying Call of Duty now. I also feel that Call of Duty sales will weaken as of sorts, I think, until next year. So, it's pretty obvious if they are not giving those skins that a lot of people don't want to see. For that reason, why is that? Why don't they want a Beavis and a Butthead skin to release the first few months? They literally said they won't do that for Black Ops 7 is because I feel like they haven't sold enough to make it worth it to the backlash. So here is another comment. They should remove day one releases of COD on Game Pass and add all older titles to it. I mean, that would be a much better idea. But the point of this video is PC sales down. Oh man, they lost too much money. They definitely be forced to change things. So there's going to be some changes. there is going to be some definite changes in the big future for Black Ops 7. And a lot of people are very concerned about this. There's Xbox is losing money. In terms, Call of Duty will also lose money. In terms, the games might be worse. Who knows? I personally don't think so. I think it's still, costing, like, for example, to make them Black Ops 7 is probably costing them as much as a Marvel movie, for that example. So it's not that big of a cost. It is an insane cost, but I'm sure they can recoup it. They've been, profitable for the last 15 to 20 years. But we are entering different times ahead. That's what this video is about. What do you guys have, your thoughts on this situation? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll keep you guys updated with more news.